Hello. Hope you all are doing well. Hope you all are having a good time. Hope your life is for you to live and not it's living you. Um, I was gonna come back on here obviously, but I feel like coming back on here a little bit sooner than I was expecting. It keeps happening today. It's like I keep coming back sooner than I'm expecting to come back. And I kinda like it though. I'm going with it, allowing it to happen. Um, but when I was just kind of getting the energy prepared, kind of turn up my music, turn on the clearing energy music, like the candles and incense, I was drawn to my African Gods Oracle deck, and I felt kind of like drowsy almost, like clouded, like kind of foggy, like out of like somebody like wake you up out of your sleep, like, huh? Yep, 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 take it. Yep, I don't care, I don't care. It was like almost that energy, like, yep, that's what it is. Take it. like, um, and like kind of just like I said, groggy, like in between sleep and waking up. In between, like, I'm here, but I'm not here. No harm can hurt those who live in peace with themselves. Ashe, Ashe with the dove on top of them head. No harm can come, and the dove is just chilling. You know, it's just chilling. It ain't even pooping on its shoulder or nothing. It's just chilling. Um, but I was drawn to the energy just kind of came with like a sense of like brain fog, confusion, like one foot in, one foot out, a little bit. Like, what am I doing? Am I here? Like, what's going? So funny is also when I was pulling on the energy gathering it, this card, like I was trying to get my deck to come together, and I was kind of still in that mode of like almost halfway awake, and then this card like flipped to the side, so we're gonna leave that, and it was the waxing moon. Um, and I was like, okay, if it comes out, it comes out, because that's how I like to roll. If it comes out, it comes out. Sometimes it doesn't, sometimes it does. We got the waxing moon energy. It says, may there be light over darkness. It's time to rise and shine. Yes, yes. And I was listening to a song because I came up out of a stupor of a nap and just felt this call to my heart to do the reading. Like I said, I was just relaxing. Okay. Yes. To avoid reality only makes you face the same lesson again. There are times to seed and there are times to flourish. Yes. Ashe, ashe, ashe. Says your reality is as big as you can dream. Compassion is the path that leads to peaceful living. And our final card is to persist when everyone else would give up is the road to success. So, like I said, you guys are kind of maybe one foot in, one foot out, kind of in this groggy state, especially with they say to avoid reality. And then has the waxing moon. So maybe you are taking, especially with you mentioning like we coming up out of this sleep, this nap, and being drawn to do this. Maybe you're not using your time as wisely as you know you should, or that you really want to. And spirit is like nudging on you like to wake up, to kind of like get it together, to get it set. And it says there are times to seed and there are times to flourish. And right now they want you to flourish. Right now you already planted your seed. It's already flourishing. Now it's time to, pull the crops, make sure the ground is still fertile and healthy, clean the crops, pack them up, do what you need to do with them. You need to revising. We are in retrograde of Uranus and Jupiter, and that's about expanding. That's about self-independence. That's about humanitarianism. That's about so many things. Growth, expansion. It's about that luck. And we are in Sat's year now on this earthly realm. So it's about the success of that, being very direct, being very focused, having that drive. And it's so funny because today is the day that I finally lit my yellow and orange. I didn't like this yet. Yellow and orange candle, like pulled it. And I have the yellow one lit, and it's like that drive, that focus, that creativity. And that's also when I woke up, just to cleanse the air. The first instant that I lit was the sensuality one, which is about that sacral chakra, you're finding out your creativity, your drive, what makes you you, what makes you unique. Getting in touch with that, you in relationships, you in relationship with self, your craft, your ideas, how you see yourself, how you view yourself, things of that sort. Your emotions being on top with that. So if your reality is as big as you can dream, and it's already time for you to flourish, it can only go up. And especially when it says compassion is the path that leads to peaceful living. And this says to persist when everyone. So yeah, it's maybe something that people were expecting like a quick result. Like, haven't you been doing this for this long? Haven't you been saying this for this long? I'm looking for my. Haven't you been doing all this? Haven't you been saying all this? And haven't you working with the same program and nothing has happening? I thought you guys were. It's just. I'm not saying that people are even saying that unnecessarily. It's just like they're shocked that they're going to be shocked with the breakthrough that you have. Like, some of them are gonna be like, I was, and some of them gonna be like, ah, yes. It's like when your favorite artist like gets noticed or seen or gets their accolades or things of that sort. Me, I just feel like you should just always love them no matter what accolades they have. But you get what I'm saying? It's like, wow, other people are seeing what I'm seeing. They're getting what I'm getting. And this is what this energy is really giving with this. It's letting me know, like, I said, it's like you're coming out of this groggy state of being half woke or just being like, yeah, all right, fine. You're like, okay, if I'm avoiding reality and it's only going to make me face it again and again, and I know that it's time for me to flourish, I know that this may be a path that most people aren't expecting me to do. Most people aren't expecting me to keep going for, right? It's kind of like when you when you're like starting something and you start thinking about people that give you inspiration are also in the field, right? That's a lot of people possibly, right? If you want to be a singer, a writer, an actor, a dancer, a doctor, a chemist, you know, a librarian, whatever it is, there are other people that you probably know in that field, or you know, recognize or got the inspiration from, or that you like, probably, you know, say whatever it is. Like, there are other people in that field, is what I'm saying. And so I'm hearing like once you get so close, you start feeling like comparing your success to known success. You know what I mean? Like, that is known success. You already know their success. You already know of them. You already know who they are. Your success is not known yet. This is going to be something different. There's going to be something new. And no, there's nothing new under the sun, but there's nothing new under the sun but how it's done. So how you do it, how you come at things, how you put things out there, it has your own flavor on it, your own twist. This is like you're coming, especially with these cards being right under each other. We have Ika, Ijabo, and Odi, which is the to avoid reality only makes you face the same issues again and again. And then right under that is your reality is as big as you can dream. And then right under that, to persist when everyone else would give up, is the road to success. So it's like your dreams are now reality. Your reality is now a road to success. You're going there. And on this side, this is the waxing moon, Ofun, and Ojalabon. I'm so sorry for mispronouncing these words. I am African American. I grew up in Minnesota. We elongate our vowels as well than we are adding R's and stuff, because we could run out of Hispanics stuff. But also a lot of Somalian people and a lot of, you know, Dominican. So it's a great mixed culture up there, okay? But also then again, you think about the Great Migration and you realize why it's so a great mixed culture up there. This is a different story for another day or for this day. Who knows where spirit will lead us, okay? But that could be very prominent for you too. You could be from somebody that did migrate, right? Knowing who I am, where I come from. My grandma came from Mississippi because of those situations, and then moved to Chicago. And then I even found out recently that she brought all of her 11 kids by herself to Minnesota. And that's kind of where the generation kind of goes. So it's just like we come from certain things. We have to leave certain things. So that could be very prominent for you, especially if you are also Black or a person of color. And you're recognizing that, because it's like, I'm recognizing where I come from. I'm recognizing where I want to go. I'm recognizing what I want to do. You can be family of migrants, immigrants, immigrants, and you can be born here. You could have, I should try. I always forget to do that before I start. I'm so sorry. Or you just are affected by it. You don't even have to have a family. Like I said, as an African American, we're not that far removed. Like, my great grandma, like, just passed. Like, and even my grandma was around during the Jim Crow era and all these things. So just like, you're not that far removed. And I feel like you sometimes feel this weight maybe this pressure. But that's why they also added in Oji Lugbon, which is compassion is the path that leads to peaceful living. They want you to have that peaceful living, not just for you, but for your ancestors, for your environment, for your legacy and or lineage and or both, because those are two different things. And so they're saying you're getting out of this groggy state of questioning. Yeah, that new moon right on the bottom of questioning. Am I doing enough? Am I like in a sleepy state? Should I listen to what they're saying? I have been doing this for a while. You're getting out of this like one foot in, one foot out mode. And you're recognizing like it's time for me to reap this harvest. It's time for me to recognize I don't want to keep living in the same cycles, and I don't want my family to be living in these same cycles. So I'm going to take a chance on myself. And this is the only orange card. Hi, Shakespeare. Thank you. This is the only orange card. And it's letting you know that the more you live, the more that you're prosperous, the more that you're full of life. And you're not saying there won't be ebbs and flows, but you're recognizing like, I can do a whole lot more with what I got because of what was done for me beforehand. Come on now. Come on now. Like I always say, I could make it up, but it wouldn't be as fun. Why would I want to? Okay. No harm can hurt those who live in peace with themselves. And you're recognizing that you are definitely in peace with yourself. You're in enjoyment with yourself. You're, like I said, it's your passion. And when I looked at this, it was like passion, goals, career dreams. And this can just be you deciding to take a chance on yourself, whatever that may be. It doesn't have to be a career. So people always think they gotta break generational things by getting into college and then what you can. I'm the first one. I gotta be the first one. Sometimes it's different. Sometimes it's completely different how you break that cycle, how you break that mold, how you are breaking those curses, right? It's in a sense of I love to read and I've always loved to read and I always love to write, and it just leads back to my great grandma teaching herself how to read, and she only had a third or fourth grade level, but she owned churches. She was in teaching the Bible. She, it's these things. It's like once you realize that my reality is as big as I can dream it, that allows you to have a lot more peace and be centered. And the way that your cards is set up, I honestly might use it as a picture, but the way that your cards are set up is just so much. It's like you're grounded at first because the waxing moon in the Ika card, which is this black and this brown, which is letting me know that not only did you ground yourself, but you went into some deep, serious, deep moments. You sat in the darkness. You waited in the darkness. You danced in the darkness. You cried in the darkness. You sung in the darkness. You laughed in the darkness. You cooked in the dark. You did a lot of things in the dark. And it was just like you were tolling your time, and it was like you were waiting and realizing like you may have went through some situations or some cycles or some revelations, having to lose some things. But you are gaining it all back with this waxing on. You're gaining it all back. It's coming to light. Because I always think of waxing as waxing on. And then waning is waning off. Karate Kid. It's just a sense of, moving things out of your way. Like I said, Karate Kid, he was doing certain things, cleaning, doing this. And people were just like, okay, all right. He was like, that's not leading to anything. But Spirit has been saying that has. Everything that you have been doing has been leading up to this. You know how to do this. You know about this. Just like the Karate Kid, he was like, huh, now do this. And I was like, oh, that makes sense. I got it now. I understand it now. And that's it's a very powerful moment for you, a very opening moment for you, very enlightening moment for you to just continuously process. And now you're like, I'm realizing I'm grounded and rooted, and and the cycles may not even be your own. The same issues again. And like I said, it can give your ancestors, it can give your ancestors, like I said, it can be the ones that are here and the ones that are gone, have been passed. It can be just cycles that you kind of were put into in your life, in your environment for some. And just having to deal with that, especially as Black people, that is dealing with the same issues again and again in its own way, because it's just like, how do I escape being that? You cannot. So you accept it. Yes, exactly. So you were grounded and rooted and realizing there's no getting around who I am. There's no getting out of that. So I might as well get comfortable in that. I might as well sit and realize and recognize that there is no harm that can come to me when I'm at peace with myself. I recognize myself. I know myself. And that has led you to, in the middle row, where it's Ofun, Alafia, and Ijobi. And it's blue, white, blue. It's just these tranquil, cleansing watercolors, taking you through how to speaking up more for yourself, being more vocal, but also with this kind of this cream color. I mean, kind of white. It's like I'm realizing the balance in that too, because the blues are very different colors. Like it almost looks purple essentially in your side, possibly. But yeah, the blues are very different colors. So just letting you know, like, it was a balance of like being truthful, being honest, but also being healing, being open, being tranquil, and allowing yourself that connection. Yeah. Yeah, following your intuition, ashe, and allowing that balance of both. Allowing yourself to be active and flourish and when to bide your time. And then at the bottom, Oji Lapon and Odi, which is about the compassion and your path and where you are going. And this is your sixth chakra, sixth and seventh chakra, and your solar plexus, your sacral. It's a little bit of yellow in there. That's why I also said solar plexus, but it's like that's where you're walking into. That's where you're going into. Like I said, I haven't even lit this yet. In a sense, it's like that's what you're going into, and that's what you're walking in. And it's like you're coming out of this grogginess, you're coming out of this fog, you're coming out of this lack of information. Yes, it says those who have the Orishas blessings are destined to enjoy happiness. Okuran. Right? So again, once you and look at it's purple. It's purple, and that is this like these two cards decided to merge together to make this one. Come on now. Like I said, it will your whatever you're deciding to do. I always say sometimes it's just not having kids. Sometimes it's just choosing yourself. Sometimes it's just traveling the world, getting to see and experience without being shocked about whatever it is. This is again very much an ancestor reading. I love it. I love it. I love it. They're like speaking. Ashe. So allowing that in is just allowing your freedom. Sometimes I like never did this in my family. They never did this in my family. And so it just starts with you just recognizing what do you want to do for yourself, and that's breaking the old mold, because they can also choose what they wanted to do for themselves, what they wanted to accomplish, what they wanted to speak up about, do. And so with this higher understanding, this wisdom, this guidance, this growth, is realizing I'm making a change in my life, and that's making a change in healing the lives that have come before me. And this, look, you entered on the number one. It's like you're starting something. Like I said, you're beginning something. And like I said, you could have been working on this for years, telling it this for years, setting it up for years, doing it for years. So go ahead and set that out. Call on the gay ancestors if you need to. I'm here for some of you. They're out there. Trust me. Trust me. Trust me. Let's go ahead. We're going to pull on this one. Let's see what messages they got for you here. I'm going to clean up the cards. Right at the bottom of the deck, conflict and defeat. But on the other side, we got the waiting game. So yeah, it could have been some situations where you felt like you were defeated. You were going through something. You were never going to get through it. And it was just, you felt like it was the waiting game. And not in like a good way, but you feel like you just kind of toiling your hands, toiling your fingers, going through the same things, feeling the same things, feeling like you're not able to expand and grow or heal. It was like this grogginess, but I feel like it's coming out of you. It's coming out of you. Shakespeare, thank you for speaking. Thank you for speaking. Do you have? Come on now. We got sacral chakra. What did I say? That orange energy coming in strong. We got spiritual strength with the number 9 coming in, which is that completion. Look at that. Like I said, crying kid. It's like you've been practicing in the dark, and what may seem like to other people, you not doing anything, baby. You what they say, you got motion. I got motion. Okay. And that's kind of what it feels like. You have this aura, this presence, this energy around you. That's like you're doing the even like when you're holding something, you're calm. You mean in your spiritual world, you're calm. Look at that blue right there. It's a sense of you recognizing I'm strong. I'm very strong, very wise, very powerful. I got this. I got this. I got this. What? You pull that out. Thank you, Spirit. Oh, little two. There we go. All right. The color orange. Sound vom, VAM. Element water. Glands, testicles, and ovaries. Keywords is I want. To keep the chakra balance and energy flowing, try dancing, moving your hips and lower abdomen. Okay? And because I always like to be inclusive, if you are like can't move the bottom, there are so many different ways. Being near water, being around water, being situated and just allowing yourself to just be just somewhere, in that sense. If you cannot move, because I don't want to be like, that's the only way to do it. That isn't the only way to do it. That is not the only way to do it. I want to assure you, because you can even move, just moving it yourself, moving your legs, moving your hips, just trying to do what you can is also still helping. But allowing yourself to recognize that there is more than just one way than what's written here. It also says use a color meditation, practice yoga, express your sexuality and nurture yourself, and remember that you do matter. You do matter because this is associated with your emotions, desires, creativity, and sexuality. Like I said, if you struggling, calling your ancestors for that strength, if you need that understanding, they're there. They're there. We got the number 3 coming in. A lot of mental cards. We got heartache and loss. So you have to be spiritually strong when dealing with a lot of these things that hit. And Sacral Chakra, also water deals with emotions, but also deals with the past. It also deals with memories. So you could have been, yeah, there goes the waiting game coming out again with that purple. Feel like you were waiting a long time for your spiritual team, for some guidance, for some understanding. Yeah, my eyes itching. There we go. For your spiritual team with this article loss, yeah, you feel like with these sacrifices that you made or that they made, I'm hearing, it illuminated your light. It illuminated where you needed to go, allowed their freedom. Like they're even wearing white, like the 2 cards beforehand. It illuminated your way and allowed you to recognize, like, I was okay from the beginning because they were okay with that. And setting that up, yeah, I had to make sure because I almost said the justice card. I feel like the justice card with this one, but this isn't the justice card in this deck. This is the hangman card. So you definitely feel like you were waiting around for a long, long, long time. Yeah, my eyes itching like crazy. Look up the significant meanings of the left eye. Oh man, that is wild. That is wild. Air that out. Thank you, Spirit. We got temptation. It's funny that I decided to air myself out with that. But yeah, you deal with a lot of heartache and loss. And you felt like, and look at where it is, like right near their gut and right around that area. So you dealt with a lot of trauma, a lot of pain. They got me crying on here for sure. Got me crying. You know, I'll just cry. Just let me, yeah, I can cry. You ain't gotta make my eyes cry. But you feel like the waiting game, like you were running around in circles on a track. With these trees being rooted in, I got it from a fellow reader that I do trust it. She said that this is like your family roots, your family tree. So it's almost like you were waiting and you feel like you were at a standstill. That's the moment you're 1 foot in, 1 foot out. Should I do it? Should I not do it? Should I set it up? Should I not set it up? Got something to say, don't you? Got something to say. We got truth coming out. Truth. What did I say? When I be knowing, I be knowing. Oh my goodness. But the truth is coming out. Like I said, this information that's coming in for you. You've been toiling your time with the waiting game, with the hangman card, with even the spiritual strength is literally the ninth completion being at the very end. You dealt with some heartache, you dealt with some loss, you carrying some of the burden of the heartache and loss. And this almost looks like an angel wings. Like they wrapped around them. So you have been protected this whole time, but not what. However, with dealing with all this trauma of your ancestors, your past, of knowing it, still dealing with the brunt of that sense of oppression. Yeah, new beginnings. You got the Fool card coming out. The Truth card is the Judgment card. Like I said, that's what I'm seeing. It's like that something's happening. The scales are shifting in your favor. They're literally on the scales and they're shifting in your favor. You're going to that. You're like you're seeing what's there for you, what's the possibilities, and now you're walking through the door. New beginnings. That Fool card. You're recognizing like my ancestors told the way they loved me, they cared about me, whether that be your mother, your father, your grandparents, great grandparents, great whomever. And like I said, if you do practice, it can be your Orishas, your God, the divinity, Allah, your your sets up. Yes, these colors keep on coming out for you together. What did I say? These two colors love to come out, are loving to come out for you. Like sacral and your crown, they like activated when it's like it's cleansing the memory to allow you to see and get new information. That is very healing. That is very nurturing. That is allowing you to see that we made these sacrifices so that you can realize you only have to wait to reap the benefits of what we have done. Choose yourself is what they're saying. They keep saying choose yourself. That's what we want you to do. We got 023 in the middle. Because we got new beginnings, the waiting game, heartache and loss, or 320 if we're counting it this way, obviously. So heartache and loss, then the waiting game, the new beginnings. Yeah, temptation did really want to come out. Yeah, so you may have been dealing with some temptation, some thoughts. This, if I remember right, is the devil card. Yes, it is. So yeah, some obsessive thoughts. Like I said, I gotta do this for the family. Gotta set this up. If I don't do this, or I can't say this, I can't do this. It's never been done in our family. I don't know. It's just something that you feel like you're kind of in and out, or I'm contemplating if I should do that. I don't know if it's the right time, the right moment, and it's like it's time for you to flourish. It's time for you to have your moments. It's time for you to be seen in the light. Yeah, you got a lot of major arcana cards. Very pillar energy. And you have to go through some obstacles and challenges. But all this abundance coming in, all these orbs coming in, all these magical entities coming in and assist you, guys, ancestors, divine universe, whomsoever it may be for you. Yeah, you get a lot. A lot, a lot, a lot. Ashe, ashe, ashe. Mm-mm-mm. Oh, shit. Do that. There we are. Which one are you? Because if you what I think you are, that's hilarious. Okay. They are what I think they are. I keep checking my book, and I typically don't need to check it that often, and I'm hearing a ringing in my ear. Maybe you keep double checking a lot of your work. It's like you're hesitant to take this step. You feel like you're still in that darkness moment. You feel like you're still in that painful moment. It's like I keep, is that what I meant? Yeah, that's the one. Yep, yep. It's like you already know in a sense, and you're a little afraid to take these steps because right under the sacral chakra, I mean the solar plexus, which is the yellow candle that we do have lit, leading yourself with your passions and knowing that you can do it, we got trapped in fear. It's a little moment where you feel like a little hesitant, a little groggy, like maybe, but you have to be a risk taker in order to be a cycle breaker, in order to be a changer in that energy. Let me see. Solar plexus is yellow, ram, fire, Your glands are your pancreas and adrenal. And the keywords are I can. It says to balance the chakra, you may want to try yoga, dance, and movement, or breath work with color. In addition, be aware of people who drain your energy. Workshops and classes that focus on empowerment will help you open and harmonize this area, as this area is about power, vitality, willpower, self-esteem, and confidence. So once you come to the sacral chakra, knowing who you are, understanding that this is like, I can walk in that, I can be that, I understand that. And we must treat the crown chakra right here. Thank you, Spirit, which is the color violet. The sound nun, N-O-N-E, or can be used. Element is thought. The gland is the pineal. Keywords are I know. To balance this chakra, meditation, breath work, yoga, spiritual healing, acupuncture, and color therapy. When properly aligned, your crown chakra will expand to a point where it's possible to access and tap into the deepest sources of wisdom. And that definitely makes sense because you got the wisdom card draped in purple with the sun and the red. Like I said, these colors are speaking so strong to you. So strong to you. And they don't want you to turn away from the light, turn away from the key, turn away from this, and be tempted by things that are really not for you, not what you really want to do, because that's truly what leaves you being trapped in fear. It's because you feel like you can't trust your decisions or your thoughts, or you have to do it this way. Because if you come out, if you say it this way or set it up, it's like, what my family think, what my friends think, what my coworkers think, what my lover think. You're going to have to start doing for you. There's no more the waiting game for you. It's new beginnings now. It's a new start now. It is about being the receiver. It is about the center of your link with the universe, the infinite, and your higher consciousness. It's the connection between wisdom and spiritual insight. And then it's where your light and energy is received. So especially with you getting the waxing moon first. Yeah. So with all this truth, you got judgment and justice coming out. You got balance and truth. What I say, the tails are skipping back into your favor. It's back in your light. Like I said, it looks like angel wings coming in for the heartache and loss. And now look at these angel wings. It's like you got this sense of like, okay, I need to trust that everything that was done beforehand has really tilled the soil for me to just plant, reap, and go. Plant, reap, and go. Plant, reap, and go. Plant, reap, and go. So yeah, you definitely have extra wisdom coming in if you get extra help coming in if you get it. You can get it. You do have it. And you may disappoint some people or upset some people or shock some people, or like I said, they may be like, dang, it took you this long, or man, it took you this long, I'm glad you still stuck to it. Whatever it is, whatever it may be, that is you shifting a mold, putting down your roots continuously in your own family tree, that growth, whether you truly want kids or not, or you just want to create a sense of legacy, right? So yeah, let go of those challenges, let go of those obstacles, let go of that temptation that's trying to lead you back into that path of things that people have always done, always said, always acted this way, always will do, or things that feel like a little bit off, that keep you in that druggy state. Like I said, keeps you tired, keeps you not sure, all that extra energy. Yeah. We don't want that. We don't need that. See if you can get some final messages, Spirit. Split this deck in two because it's a little big. Spirit, what do you got for the collective? Some final messages. Okay. We got Moonchild. It was funny because it started with the moon. My psychic awareness is increasing. I listen to communication that is nurturing to guide my way. Yeah. Yes. I think we are all children of the moon, essentially. It says, thank you for clearing my mind of things I already surrendered to. So yeah, just letting things go, recognizing that it's not for you, it's not what you want to do. Yeah, you got healing and karma on top of the second deck. But when I split it, we got story time. So they want you to heal, create, like, reap the benefits of that healing, reap the benefits of allowing yourself to heal others and be there for others by just you being you. Surrender to what you feel like. Yeah, we got I'm ready for love. This can be in a new type of way. This can be romantic. This can be platonic. This can be family love, better connections with your family, being able to be emotionally vulnerable, maybe being able to fully express self, being able to be comfortable with being who you are around them, whatever that may be. But allowing yourself with this green and blue coming in, the heart and the throat chakra, just allowing yourself to always speak from a place that is always open and vulnerable. And if you feel like you can't do that, then that's where, again, with the solar plexus, navigate maybe where you feel like you find my energy is drained, or it can't or won't be there, then why am I feeling like I'm that blocks your sacral chakra now? Because like I can't fully express what's going on. Yeah, we got Let's Party. Yeah, get to moving. Get to moving. A lot of green energy right under that. Story time. They really want you to have your own story time, your own energy, your own say so, your own life. They really just really want you to have your own life. Like they don't want you to live. Like they know that you know, especially like they know that you know. Like yeah, like we went through that, but we went through that so that way you didn't have to. You didn't have to. Don't forget us and what we went through and honor us, but live your life. That's why we go on out there and do it. Yeah, like the last card said, anything. Come on now. Anything is possible. Mm. Where is it? Oh shit. Here it is. Those who have the Orisha's blessings are destined to enjoy happiness. And we got, I put Orisha, God, deities, whomever you so praise, you so believe in. That is for you. That is for your understanding. But yeah, they're here to bless you. They're here to work with you. They're here to be there with you. Like I said, there was a lot of angels in the deck. So if you call on angels, whomever, whatever you so feel resonates with you and calms you. And that's why they started again with the moon child, something that is nurturing to guide your way. Because again, you're going on a path of success, of healing, of growth, of change that is different, that is powerful, that is new. So yeah, they want you to have something to go back and tell them when you come back. Go back and tell them when you come back. Yes, they want you to know that. We got Earth Angel as well, walking on the earth with such rare divine given energy. Yes, I feel calm and centered around you. And it's on that sacral chakra card. Like I said, be around people that calm you, that allow you to be yourself, that feel like you don't have to hinder or hide or act a certain way. It doesn't drain your energy, doesn't confuse your energy, doesn't conflict with your energy. It just allows you to truly be centered in a way of self. Right? I feel calm and centered around you, especially with the Eco card. It's like I don't feel like I'm repeating a cycle, going through the same thing. I feel at home, at peace. We got time. Time. You feel like you're waiting and have been waiting, and spirit is telling me and telling you it's now. It's now is the time. Yeah. We got disconnect from self is a disrespect to me. When people aren't connected with themselves, they don't really care about being connected with you in any type of way. That is meaningful, that is powerful, that is giving, that is nurturing, um, that is calm and centered for you. So yeah. Like I said, things are moving quickly in my favor. And look at that. Happy accident. I made a tree going upside down. And it looks like the time card that you received. So yeah, it feels like maybe you've been going here for a while, but it's happening quickly. And they want you to recognize who you are and disconnect from those that are disconnected. And this can even just be your mindset, maybe. Thank you for clearing my mind of things I've already surrendered to you. I'm not thinking about that anymore. I'm not letting that go anymore. I'm not talking over that anymore. I'm not talking about it anymore. Especially with this Let's Party and story time, they want you to talk about something else. So if you already surrendered to it, just keep saying, all right, you know what? Nope, I let it go. I'm not talking about it. Nope, I'm letting it go. I'm not talking about it. So, and it makes me think of the rabbit energy where you continuously talk about something, like you're telling all the other rabbits, telling everybody, right? And that's rabbit energy, like, oh, the eagle or the hawk can come down and grab us. And the eagle and the hawk is like, well, thanks for letting me know. I didn't even think about that. But so the more that you speak it, the more you're vocalizing it, the more you're allowing it. And they don't want you to have it. They don't want you to have the confusion, the doubt, the grogginess in your mind. Well, I was listening to this today before I set you up. Well, I was listening to a few people, but this is also the first song. I was listening to, I turned on their music. It's Saint Beauty, but they have a song called Stone Mountain. I think you should definitely listen to. Yeah, definitely listen to that. Because it's like, I had a headache without a cure. Vulnerable and so insecure. Every day I would feel inadequate. Mm, mm, mm. A tsunami. I ain't gonna sing no more because I ain't got enough of that. Okay. But go listen to the song. It just talks about like getting up and like feeling like I need to be so rigid and it just listen to the song because you have been biding your time. Maybe dealing with some guilt shaming, guilt tripping, or just people tripping, period. Shaming you, period. But yeah, it's very much like I said, they really want you to move this orange cycle chakra energy. Just move it, move it, move it. We got Pinterest. Creating a nice little Pinterest board, something that gets you excited, motivated for your dreams, for what's going to happen, being able to see that vision, add to it. I made one for myself, of myself, because I was like, I need to start seeing myself in a way that isn't like, oh, I got to look like this and be like, just allow my, and every now and then, it's like, yes. And it allows more confidence, so allow yourself to see what you're looking for, see what you're creating. I was listening to Tim's as well before I started. We got damages by Tim's. No, no, no more damages. I'm not doing any of that anymore. I'm grounded and rooted. I'm not taking any more damages, any more hits, any more of the nonsense. We have, I know you and I want to know you more. This is your ancestor speaking right here. I know that for a fact. They said that loud. We got S. We have, I take back my power and I call on my rage. When you recognize that rage is a powerful, amazing thing to use, to have, to grow within, and transmute, a lot of things were done with rage. A lot of programs were started with rage, right? The food program, the welfare program, the school program, the bus program, a lot of things were started with rage, right? I'm not dealing with the bullshit of them fuck with us anymore. We're gonna build our own towns built with rage. You get what I'm saying? Like it's that foundation of recognizing, I'm calling on it. I can use that. I don't need to be, sweet dark. That's me change. That's also me changing things and shaking things up and breaking the mold. Not there's a leak in this building. My soul has got to move. This is by LaShawn Place. So this is a Christian song. So Christianity can be significant. You feel like you gotta be a Christian. I'm not Christian, but I love me some good Christian music. If it's good music, I'm gonna listen to it. Okay. Well, yeah, there's a leak in this building. My soul has to move. And move, I made two of these without even realizing it in this deck. But the other one has it pulled out on the front in different colors. And this one for you with the green on top of the yellow is letting like open your heart chakra and your solar plexus to being yourself. It's comfortable. And we got move on the back. Like it's like dot, dot, dot. Almost like you've been waiting. Like my soul has to move. Like you've been waiting, taking moments of time. We also got the initial R coming out. We have you are divine. Earth angel, you are divine, earth angel. Very singing. They want you to party. They want you to have fun. That's funny. I made this card in specific. We got Rico Nasty. I made this card in specific because she gets you hyped. She gets you that rage. She makes you pull on it. I got first introduced by an old friend of mine. And I was like, this shit. Okay, that's great. Like I love music like that, but it's just like, okay, she goes in and she talks her shit. So if you feel like you need to go in and talk your shit, listen to that. You know, take it in. We got stretch and breathe in the AM. If you can't do it in the AM, just rise in the morning. Whenever you rise, just stretch and breathe first. Whether you work the night shift, the day shift, the middle shift, you figuring out work at all, period. Whenever you wake with intention of just stretching your body, getting in touch with your body, connect with your body, breathing, feeling it, thanking yourself for all the senses that you have and don't have. This is the longest my incense has been. Like, we're almost at the bottom, and I would move it, but I don't want to shake it or anything. But yeah, and I want you to know that there are people, especially your ancestors. I'm not here to judge. I'm here to listen. Yeah, people may have let me down, but the vine never has or will. Yeah. Yes, we got Free Mind and Tim's. And then we got a few more. We got V coming out for an initial. We got That You're Only Human. And then we got I as well for initials. Yeah. So those, taking that in and recognizing that and moving forward with who it is. And with those initials, it can be people that have passed. It can be your initials. It can be your last name initials, especially since being a Black person, our last name is not our last name. Like, my last name is a fucking car. But then again, if we get into who named me, that's a different story. Anyways. Oh my goodness, Ashe. We're going to see if we can get an affirmation for you as well. We're going to get it from our Black Moon Lilith deck. Because I feel like you would benefit from that. Thank you. Mm-mm. Oh! Already. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Ancestors. Thank you, guides. I'm going to fall into place so they can get the message that they need to leave with. Strengthen them at their core, their soul, their mindset. Alright, Spirit of what? Affirmation. Mm. I might have to do a witch's spread. Sublimination. Sublimination. Spiritual magic. Like I said, you guys are going to different heights. And since I've been talking to you, it's almost like you're ascending. And it's like I said, you're in this in-between space. You're in and you're out. You're groggy. It's like I kind of was in this like groggy phase, like, what's going on? It was like, it's kind of how you feel, but like I said, with that music, and it kept giving you music to listen to. So listening to subliminal music, listening to music that you like and enjoy, that speaks to you, that makes you feel and call on that rage, call on that power, and recognizing that is going to be very, 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 very strong for you. All right. Spirit, soul, vibration, and frequency are invisible superpowers we all possess. We are all in alignment. These spiritual forces magnetize, draw, and manifest your experience on this physical plane. When this card appears, you are activating your light body. Like, again, that waxing moon coming into the light. You've been in the darkness for a while. You've been playing the waiting game, toiling, still working and doing you, setting things up and getting it prepared. So, yeah, definitely, definitely, definitely. It says when you are aligned and living your soul's purpose, your light body will vibrate higher, drawing in support, abundance, joy, and elation. You can navigate your reality with no resistance, suffering, or fear. It says, excuse me, The sublimation phase requires a faith in the unseen and a deep trust in the universe to guide you toward your highest good. Integrate your imagination, thoughts, feelings, emotion, and spirit into your physical form, which is why they gave you the sacral and the solar, because that's about getting comfortable in your body, moving your body, recognizing your body. They're like, you already got the self foundation of who you are in a sense with that, but now it's time to get comfortable with recognizing how that feels in your body, getting comfortable with that. Sorry. Notice what exists in other dimensions like creative ideas, concepts, or visions, and when one resonates, bring it down into solid reality through actions. There is a phase that you can do like shadow work. We have candle magic is a powerful form of divination. Typically, this is performed through a ritual where candles are dressed with herbs and oils to reach a goal or access a certain energy. This is how you blend the physical form into the spirit through fire. Look for the ritual that fits you and incorporates it into your alchemy journey. Again, they're also inclusive. What works for you? What works for you? What sets up for you? What makes you feel comfortable? The affirmation is I'm tapping into the ethereal power of my being. This essence is attracting a bright new reality. And of course, I will write that down below. But that was a very, very, very powerful reading from your ancestors. I'm glad I woke up, did what I needed to do. And see you guys soon. Take care.